his WWE title against Bobby Lashley. Of the Performance Center athletes in attendance to pull them apart and keep the peace, dominable WWE Champion McIntyre.
But his rivalry has led them from the basketball court to the act tonight.
I'm looking forward to that and this before the Asuka will rekindle her rivalry with the legend Rey Mysterio himself will give us a sacrifice division of one of Rey Mysterio's eyes. It was for his career or his family. We'll hear from to host a retirement ceremony for
Murphy, Austin Theory, and Seth Rollins.
One has to wonder, I mean, obviously he's out here and Seth, you have to wonder if Rey Mysterio is actually going to retire tonight.
Bill Byron, this retirement ceremony that is being alternative reality that we're seeing week by week. How about what happened Lack and Humberto Carrillo? This was down the stretch. You could see it in Theory would find a way to first time for Theory and Murphy as attack, and then Rollins took over.
Don't take another step! Put that chair down right now or he loses an eye of you the way I was forced to sacrifice Rey Mysterio.
I mean, Seth Rollins is clearly out.
It's a huge night on Raw. There are a lot of things going on. Shall we say confused about things in regards to Rey Mysterio. Rey will be on this program later tonight to speak to all of you. Because I know Rey Mysterio, he's too humble. It is my duty as a leader to come out here and appreciate Rey Mysterio. Let's stop for a moment. If that is not legendary, then I don't know what is. He allowed himself to be sacrificed for the greater good so that I could be the man who stands before you today, prepared to lead Monday Night Raw into the future. And it is my duty. I have prepared a video package.
The legendary Rey Mysterio. Blown somebody's mind.
Rey Mysterio has with his young fans.
Rey, I want you to know that when your time comes, it would be my honor to personally induct you into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Beat us to self-righteous nonsense. And here comes Seth Rollins from his friend and his mentor, Rey Mysterio. Black and Rollins tonight. This matchup as he's one-on-one now with Seth Rollins.
It may not mean anything because I'm doing it. Seth Rollins doesn't give you a pinpoint accuracy, and he's a very, very big.
It negates the threat of all. Now Aleister Black trying to find Murphy looking on. Wait for a drop kick. Black trying to corral the Monday Night. Oh, and a sling, Rollins hand in the face, and a kick. Disciples. And then boom, this sling blade here on his condition regarding his right eye. Regarding his very close to finding himself in the same position last week. Imagine how fired up Aleister Black. Refired to your point, trying to help Carrillo. Because he was trying to ensure the safety. Now from the middle rope, the moonsault. Rollins and a kick out.
And now
a welcome sight to Aleister Black. Aleister Black trying to catch him. There's the cover. Oh, and the German suplex into the bridge. Rollins kicks out.
The 1, 2, 3, but Seth Rollins proving too tough to just.
What a match here. Our first match of the night here on Monday Night Raw. A great way to start.
These men have to be wondering, what is it going to take?
Then like Aleister Black was looking for a super pull alone. Humberto Carrillo in the corner.
On the cover.
Rollins into the cover now. Hook to the leg. Aleister Black.
Quicker.
But to his credit, Seth Rollins tried a second time. But the damage that has been done to both these men through this fight. Going for the stop. Aleister Black out of the way.
If he locks it up, this could be it.
Aleister Black with the armor of Aleister Black. Now
I mean, Aleister Black had that joint completely extended. I can't.
You know the wheels are turning inside the mind of the Monday.
Top rope.
One last-ditch effort. Off the knee. Square up. Boom. Right to the top.
Oh, and it could be all over now.
It looks like he's getting ready.
And it's Humberto
He's
Carrillo.
had enough.
Carrillo. Oh, wait a minute. Back inside the ring. Oh, he got him. Black. He got him. Beating the Messiah.
Aleister Black.
Seth Rollins can't believe it.
Rollins.
Oh, no. Rollins sicking him. Carrillo and Aleister Black.
Is the vision of Seth Rollins' greater good.
Fight me, you coward!
To Carrillo.
Don't talk to him like that. I'm the coward. You want to be a hero? Stop your pride, please.
And Rollins stomps out.
There is no aggression of this movement.
Aleister Black was forced to watch and then isolated by Theory and a stomp to.
How in the world asked themselves? But then again, Seth Rollins is quick the knee.
This is heartbreaking.
For something to happen.
No love lost between Apollo Crews and
States Championship.
Can Apollo Crews capture? Oh my God! Has won the United States title.
Apollo has been realized. It is now about the present and the present.
Here, Kevin Owens is making his way to the ring, and then bam, from behind. It's his credit. He wanted to compete, but on the injured. But again, the injury to the knee of Owens left the door open. Former Universal Champion Angel Garza and KO. Time Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels think of this matchup.
Pressure on you two. Wouldn't want to be you. The ladder match with Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. 2 matches with The Undertaker. But, you know, if I stage for the greatest wrestling match with Edge, I'm going to believe that time gives Edge.
Please help me welcome the soon-to-be former member.
Remember the last time I invited you to the VIP line?
Here comes the Almighty, and the WWE Champion staring down Lashley, standing tall in the face of Lashley. The Street Profits take on Bobby Lashley and Nelson, and he's not letting go. Here we go. Lashley and McIntyre trying to rip each other. Performance Center trainees are coming into the ring.
Bobby Lashley want to dismantle each other.
Mighty set a trap for the champion. It's McIntyre.
I bit my tongue, but I have to say, you are nothing but a leech.
It's not even remotely true. But let's just say that it was.
Mysterio, as well as I know Rey Mysterio, to me, that he's not going to be able to bring himself. That formality, Rey is a kind himself to be sacrificed for the greater good so that I
Has stood up on behalf of his friend and his mentor. And now Aleister Black. It's Aleister Black. Try and help bolster the odds for Aleister Black.
Rollins absolutely on his heels. He's bringing Seth Rollins.
And it's Humberto Carrillo trying to recover, shoulders down. He got him. Black. Oh, no. Come on. And now Rollins.
And the numbers game always win.
Being attacked here by... And Rollins stomps out.
For the progression of this movement.
Includes Rey Mysterio. The eye injury to mean for his career or his family. We'll get an update.
Apollo Crews!
Raw.
No kidding. You know, if you've been around level, well, Apollo Crews last week answered the call.
All-time greats.
Last week, Apollo Crews defeated Andrade against a competitor of his choosing.
Not wasting good, and the list of feelings, it just goes on and on. Standing here, your new United States champion. And his name is Kevin Owens.
Wow. NXT champion, a former WWE Universal champion, a WWE lot. This is quite a lot for the new champion to bite off.
Now remember, it was a number of weeks ago. Andrade gonna have to be curious of that injured knee, however, from last.
But speaking of appreciating things, I appreciate the offer you just made me. I really do. The only problem I have is after last week and what happened with me and Angel Garza, I kind of feel like this is I guess Angel Garza's gonna get what's coming to him soon enough. If this is about respect, your first title reign is gonna be a real short one, bud.
Following
contest scheduled for one fall is for, at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Apollo Crews last week captured his first championship. Would it be Apollo Crews last night as United States champion?
Is Kevin 100%? I don't think so.
The left knee of Kevin Owens would be moving fine, but he's caught. Apollo Crews, despite the injury.
Wow. Oh, absolutely. Both these men, tremendous.
Look out. Kevin Owens on the move. Out of disqualification. Champions can only change hands inside the ring.
And the athleticism.
Not to be outdone. Kevin Owens trying to make good on this opportunity. Kevin Owens up to the top. Cruises and another United States champion. Kevin Owens nearly captured. Pop-up powerbomb, went for a pump kick, and now Kevin Owens.
Oh, that might have been.
Watch this again, Kevin Owens.
Yeah. The referee rightly checking. Yeah, we touched on this earlier. It's a chance. Damage you inflict on your opponent. You just want to win.
He's good. And up on top of each other.
It's all about the United States. And we are back here on Monday Night Raw. The Kevin Owens.
And all diplomacy and pleasantry.
You don't want these two men to hold back.
Pump kick. On Kevin Owens to retain the title. Rose thinking about an Olympic slam. Is able to escape. Super. And now Kevin Owens wisely follows the cover to win the title on a kick. Apollo Crews to Kevin Owens. It's all about, we're thinking about the pop-up powerbomb a second.
Up and over.
Whoa! With the Olympics. Swinging kick out.
And here it comes.
It's the cover on Owens.
That Kevin Owens is in danger.
He's pulling out feats of athleticism just like this.
Champion.
And now Apollo Crews. Oh, now Kevin, I step him. Another super top.
What is this? Come on.
Angel Garza and the former.
Zelina Vega set her hounds of war to send a message, and a message is.
Last week, Andrade still sick. He lost the. And we are back here on Monday Night Raw. This match is.
United States Championship match play out, but.
And then Garza and Andrade storm this.
She can to get back into the headlines with her faction.
And I don't see it playing.
Caught in mid. And let's not forget the match started. But watch this one more time. Remember, Garza was able to defend Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Angel Garza and Andrade.
You do whatever you can to secure the W.
Holding in here on Apollo Crews. Apollo, you had just one lucky night.
Andrade out here doing what he said he's going to do, okay?
Going to interrupt it, basically.
And Kevin Owens would love to get a wing clipper. Crews makes the tough. And a shot there.
Suckered him in, gave him a false sense of security, and popped him.
Angel Garza last week picked up the feet, which Garza caused last week.
And Kevin Owens is nowhere near a rope right now. He's going to find.
Now trying to slow down Kevin Owens, preventing any contend for the United States Championship. And now this tap. And now Kevin Owens back up to his fit. Crews.
And you got to admit, Garza has been absolute.
And this.
No, change of
Crews.
And the Olympic slam takes out the knee of Owens.
Watch out, Andrade's got him.
Andrade trying to surprise the Crews.
Coming down.
And the United States champion.
He did it again.
Pins on
The United States champion, Apollo Crews.
Kevin Owens has got to be disappointed through him in this match. Boom, this cheap shot. Garza took out on the ropes and then bam, Apollo Crews is now able to say that he has pinned Andrade, standing tall tonight. The Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, hit the lane.
First up, basketball. Montez Ford and Angel. But in the next competition, the raid was on as the Viking were aces on the links, whereas the Viking Raiders got trapped.
And two. Oh, a little comp. The games begin. Yelling. Yo. It's skull.
Got it, bro. Straight up on me. Ball slip, bro. Slip? Yeah, man.
Close him.
My man's gonna at least hit the pins.
Hungry? Turkey legs! Put those back.
You're cute.
It's time to bowl, boys. The ball's cooking. Oh! Show me some. Oh, man. Bruh. Man, how the... Two.
Oh, and the Iconics would attack the women's tag team. Took out Bliss, and then a fall from grace for Nikki Cross. The Iconics. Completely out of hand backstage. Cross versus Kay is next. And we are back here on Monday Night Raw onto a new level. We saw these two teams were fighting before the commercial.
Right now, it is about as ugly as it gets.
Cross, they said just stand there and look.
Well, it looks like I mean, Nikki Cross, obviously a big one.
The problem I see with the shades. This Billy Kay using that height advantage, near
longest leg spans in the WWE. So once you put to be out there telling the world what you're capable of, I mean, you know,
avenues to attack.
Greatness is always a work in progress, Byron.
Oh, kick out. Byron, I just don't understand. Kay was barking at Alexa Bliss.
Iconics have insulted her before.
It also speaks to the fact
hooked to the leg by Billy Kay and a kick out. I took the same steps as well.
Yeah, but I mean, now it's about keeping those. They're in here with the Iconics. How amicable.
Canvas. Decent opportunity for the Iconics. In fact, there was a bit of a falling out for a moment.
Title picture and regain the championships.
That Iconic. Oh, and now the elbow drop opportunity.
You know, the counts have been inconsistent.
Yeah, wasting valuable time.
Here in this match.
Billy Kay spent so much time jaw-jacking and now.
And look at Nikki Cross. And Cross.
Nikki Cross is feeling it.
Now to the midsection.
Oh, nice little.
About to take to the skies.
Off the top of the Kay.
That would be called a tilt, Byron.
And now Billy Kay has pinned one half of the tag team champ.
That's exactly what I was talking about, Byron.
Kay was able to pull out a victory despite
board before their defense this Friday night on SmackDown.
7 superstars, and if MVP wants to get back in there with me, take another Claymore, be running around the ring. Anyone off the street wants to step up to Drew McIntyre, I will line each and every one of them up and give them all a one-way ticket to Claymore Country.
You know, Seth can justify his Nia messed with the wrong family.
Nia Jax!
Kairi Sane had thrown for Asuka. Nia Jax shown by Jax.
Yeah, well, Nia Jax would flash.
I have been repeatedly attacked by Asuka and Kairi. A classic 2-on-1 advantage. Don't believe the hype. They aren't what they say they are. The besties and the bright colors and Japanese. Becky got all pregnant. At Backlash, I'm gonna expose Asuka for the backstabbing, undermining charlatan that she really is.
Well, Nia Jax has her match
7 threat within our truth.
You're absolutely right.
And her opponent from Yamaguchi, Japan.
He made Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion, defends her title. Tuned in to you.
Am I the only one who feels like she wasn't the one who started this conflict with Asuka?
Indy, you want to doubt my wrestling ability? I have hung hold for hold, toe-to-toe with The Undertaker, with Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. I was a 5-tool workhorse for this company. Now, if you're paying attention, and I know you are, Randy, you'll notice that everything I said was in the past tense. Because I don't know if
if I can do any one of those things anymore. But at Backlash, I am gonna dig to the very depths of my soul. To try.
We'll hear from Randy Orton next.
The one thing that every WWE superstar seems to have in common is that they think Ric Flair, the Ric Flair, is the greatest to ever do it. I agree. But then last week on Monday Night Raw, I tuned in, of course, and I saw Ric Flair. I saw the wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, jet flying, limousine riding, son of a gun. And you know what he said? He said that in his opinion, Randy Orton is the best to ever lace up a pair of boots. And you know what, Edge? You've said the same. But do you know what else you've said? 2 weeks ago on Raw, you said right to my face that I didn't have a passion for this business, that I was handed everything, that I was content, that I just did it for the paycheck, that I was complacent, that I was comfortable. And you know what? You're right. You're right. What can I say? You're right. And you can't stand that for 20 years I have phoned it in and I have half-assed it and I have still accomplished more than you or anyone else in that locker room has accomplished. You scratched and you clawed to make your way here. You scratched and you clawed and you had to pretend to be the heroes from your childhood to get here. All I had to do was be Randy Orton. All I had to do was wake up, lace my boots, and get in that ring to prove that I am the best. And at Backlash, I'm going to do the same. At Backlash, what very well could be the greatest wrestling match ever, I am going to prove that I am better than you. At Backlash, Edge. I set the bait, you bit. And now your storybook ending is going to be rewritten by the three most destructive letters in sports entertainment. R-K-O.
Backlash, but right now we are graced by the presence of...
Introducing first, from the Queen City.
Set to rekindle her rivalry with Asuka in an epic champ series. Dirty John returns with a new story. But right now we are graced by the presence.
As is scheduled for one fall, the Women's Champion,
Charlotte match here on Monday Night Raw. True Crime starring Amanda Peet and Christian Slater. Trying to fight a way out of the submission. And now Asuka grabbed by Charlotte Flair.
Quickly and effectively, Charlotte.
Cover, kick out.
D-bar. These submission trends are unbelievable.
The power of Charlotte Flair. Deadlift. Watch this again. High on top of the shoulder blades, the back of the...
Flair with the follow-up. Beautiful flying armbar, right back to the arm, back into the triangle.
Oh, and look at the positioning Asuka has. Power bomb. Charlotte Flair, can she put away Asuka?
Incredible power bomb.
And nearly put away Asuka. Simply. Drew McIntyre about to have a match with MVP. Lashley, the Backlash opponent version we have tonight on Monday Night Raw.
I'm not sure I trust this situation.
Setting the tone for our main event matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for Tell Vontavious Porter, MVP.
Part of that outcome, but Byron, it's also been a facet
here, but it all centers around the man who's about to head
from Ayr, Scotland, Drew McIntyre.
Lashley at ringside for this matchup between.
But based on everything we've seen from the WWE champ, we know Drew McIntyre obviously wants to get his hand MVP.
Joey, let's be honest here. Drew McIntyre's patterned himself. Joe, if you're Drew McIntyre, how do you handle?
Well, it looks like Ringside's he got a bit.
See the smile on Drew McIntyre's face. Yeah, something he could to keep Lana out of the business.
To be honest here, since MVP has kind of taken over, helping on potentially winning his first championship.
It's a good mark on the face of MVP for that.
I knew Drew McIntyre, but
I
knew that for Drew McIntyre.
And a big close. 265-pounder.
Give us an
MVP and McIntyre.
There, you see that stare from Bobby Lashley?
And the distraction against McIntyre. Everything, the kick from last week and a kick out.
Something you really need to realize about MVP. I mean, we're talking, he is a multiple times.
Right between the eyes, and down goes MVP. From a countdown. MVP and Lashley pushes.
But there is no safety there.
McIntyre over the top and watch this. 260 pounds over.
And Drew McIntyre looks like he's beginning to feel it.
Claymore! And the WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley, has the full Nelson on the WWE. The full Nelson on